Our top story, the government of India has decided to celebrate the 25th of June every year as Samvidhaan Hatya Diwas in order to celebrate the contribution of all those who suffered at the hands of the government at the time in 1975, the Indira Gandhi government that imposed emergency. Now taking to the platform Max, Union Home Minister Amit Shah wrote, and I quote, on 25th June 1975, the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, showing her dictatorial mindset, strangled the soul of Indian democracy by imposing emergency in the country. This comes after on June 24th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called it a black spot on India's democracy during the first session of the new Lok Sabha. Reacting to the announcement, Congress party's Jairam Ramesh has slammed the centre's decision, saying it was yet another headline-grabbing exercise is the pitch that has come in from the Congress camp. So the war of words is only escalating, ladies and gentlemen, between the Congress and the BJP over emergency. Now the government taking the big political move of celebrating June 25th as Samvidhaan Hatya Diwas, that pitch coming in to corner the Congress camp. But the Congress party has just called it a political stunt, saying it's a diversionary tactic to turn the nation's attention away from the burning issues. From NEET to Manipur is the charge coming in from the India Alliance. But the government taking the lead when it comes to remind the opposition camp of the dark days of emergency, saying that June 25th will be celebrated as Samvidhaan Hatya Diwas. That pitch coming in from Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also tweeted on the matter, saying that the nation should never forget when democracy was stripped from the foundation of this nation. I'm joined on the broadcast by my colleague Arun Dhanta on the broadcast is joining us when it comes to the war of words that is escalating between the BJP and the Congress, primarily over the shadow of emergency. Before we get to Arun Dhanta, I'm joined by my colleague Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. So Pallavi, along expected lines, the Congress party saying that this is nothing more than a political stunt, a diversionary tactic coming in from the union government. But the BJP making that reminder time and time again that those who want to talk about protecting the constitution are those who are responsible in 1975 of stripping democracy from the foundation of the nation.
Well, it's very interesting because the timing of the BJP announcing and the Prime Minister himself on Samvidhaan Diwas on 25th of June each year, and that to a gazetted one, is also timed with the Parliament session beginning on the 22nd of July. Remember, in the last Parliament session, everyone from the India bloc was actually taking oath, Ayushman, with a copy of the Samvidhaan or the Constitution in their hands. So what was it that they were trying to say? That these are the ones who are the carriers or torch bearers of protecting India's Constitution, whereas the BJP was systematically trying to destroy all parliamentary as well as the constitutional norms. Well, the BJP's response to that has come out very clearly and clearly hurting the Congress where it hurts it the most. Despite the fact that the Congress has apologized many times over for emergency, Ayushman, that's always been their soft spot. The dark days in 1975 is something which is going to be very difficult to forget. And, you know, many of the seasoned, veteran journalists and politicians, all of them who are privy to what happened. I mean, they give out accounts of how they were picked up arbitrarily in the middle of the night. They were thrown inside the jails and all their rights were stripped off. That is the kind of discomfort which the government wants to give to the Congress party. And predictably, the Congress's response coming in from Jairam Ramesh points at this, making the point that this is just another instance of headline management, political diversion, and a political witch hunt coming in from the BJP.
Dhanta on the broadcast. So Arun, this has been the age-old attack of the Saffron camp against the Congress party, saying that you walk around holding copies of the Constitution, but the Congress party is the same party that stripped the Constitution of all its powers. In fact, many in the India Alliance themselves started their political careers because of emergency. They became infamous for standing up to Indira Gandhi and the imposition of emergency in 1975. So this tactic is also used time and again by the BJP to highlight the divisions in the opposition camp.
That's right, Ayushman. Even if you remember a few days back, last month on 25th of June, different states of the country, specifically, BJP workers were part of those programs which were organized to highlight the things which happened during that emergency period. Remember, 25th of June 1975 was the day when emergency was declared, and it is very clearly mentioned in that Gazette notification which was shared by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, which talks about the atrocities that happened with the people. Some of them were put behind the bars. Media freedom was curtailed, and therefore this has been made official that they want to tell every year on 25th of June people of this country that look, this is what the Congress party has done, has given to the people of this country. And we have seen even in the past, if you go back to 2-3 years, BJP has been making it very clear on this day that they show some of the show reels, some of the films, some of the pictures of emergency era, emergency time. There have been multiple leaders of BJP who were behind the bars at that point in time. They have written books on it. They have spoken on multiple forums that how their freedom was curtailed, how they were thrown behind the bars, and how their lives had changed during that point in time. So BJP has been talking about this thing. They've been talking about Indira Gandhi. They've been talking about the mindset of the Congress party. And now through this Gazette notification, they are making it official that this is what the stand of the government of India. And every year on 25th of June, they will be celebrating the Constitution Hatya. Constitution ki hatya hui. This is something which has been mentioned in that Gazette notification. So BJP has been highlighting this even in the past, but through this Gazette notification, they are making it very clear that every year they will be observing and country will be talking about those dark days of emergency which were thrown to the country on 25th of June 1975 by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi.
Right, and Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, has also tweeted on this entire matter. He has said, and I quote, "To observe 25th June as Samvidhaan Hatya Diwas will serve as a reminder of what happens when the Constitution of India was trampled over. It is also a day to pay homage to each and every person who suffered due to the excesses of the emergency. A Congress unleashed dark phase of Indian history," is the pitch that has come in from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who replied to Home Minister Amit Shah's tweet on the platform X. So Arun, at the end of the day, Prime Minister Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, the two powerhouses of the BJP leading the charge against the Congress, also making this point that there is a huge section of the electorate which doesn't know about the excesses of emergency, who weren't born at that time, who haven't read about it. So this is also aimed to highlight to them what happened when a dictatorship was imposed inside the country, when all democratic rights were taken away. But before, Arun, I come to you, Shahzad Poonawala of the BJP is also reacting on this matter. Let's listen in.
ने जो अभी निर्णय लिया है कि 25 जून को संविधान हत्या दिवस के रूप में पूरा देश हर वर्ष उसके प्रति अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करेगा, ये बहुत ही स्वीकार योग्य निर्णय है। क्योंकि सही मायनों में जब 50 वर्ष हुए हैं इमरजेंसी को, ये श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता है उन लाखों लोगों को जिनको इंदिरा गांधी जी ने एक तानाशाह के रूप में केवल अपनी सत्ता की लालच में प्रताड़ित किया था, उनके मानव अधिकारों का हनन किया था, उनके संविधान के अधिकारों का हनन किया था, किस प्रकार से विपक्ष के तमाम बड़े नेताओं को जेल में डाल दिया गया था, पार्लियामेंट को, सुप्रीम कोर्ट को, जुडिशियरी को, मीडिया को कुचला गया था। ये उसके प्रति एक सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता है। परंतु दुख की बात यह है कि आज भी जो संविधान की कॉपी लेकर हाथ में घूमते हैं वो उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनके डीएनए में ही इमरजेंसी है और संविधान विरोधी भावना है। आज जब पश्चिम बंगाल में संविधान विरोधी कृत्य होते हैं तो वो उस पर चुप हो जाते हैं। तालिबानी स्टाइल पिटाई महिला की होती है, उस पर चुप हो जाते हैं। जब दलितों को तमिलनाडु में मारा जाता है तो वो उस पर चुप हो जाते हैं। जब आर्मस्ट्रांग जैसे बीएसपी के नेता को मारा जाता है वो उस पर चुप हो जाते हैं। जब किस प्रकार से संविधान की धज्जियां उड़ाते हुए तेलंगाना से लेकर कर्नाटका में दलितों के अधिकार पर कुठाराघात होता है, दलितों का फंड डाइवर्ट किया जाता है, वो उस पर चुप हो जाते हैं।
Story. We all know that when we named the India Alliance as India, they tried to bring Bharat into it. Now when Jai Samvidhan is an issue, they wanted to divert it from this kind of things. It's a diversionary tactics. The RSS has trained BJP friends for it. And we all know that the real issues, they want to divert the people of India from the real issues of NEET, the examination leaks, the Agniveer's failure, and the price rise. This is the diversionary tactics. People won't accept these kind of politics. People will reject these kind of diversionary tactics.